All right. What's up, guys? Sneaky Cock Goblin back with another video on this Sunday. Happy Sunday. And today we're going to rank every aspect of our strategic rushing base. I'm going to talk about achievements. I'm going to talk about defenses, offense, stuff like that. But I'll start with achievements and then kind of go from there. Just a regular grading scale, just like school. And overall, the achievements, I would give them an A minus for for the state that this base is in, and for only having it for 14 months. Overall, I've done most of the main ones, a lot of the offensive ones, especially even the War League ones. I've been able to achieve those fairly quickly. The ones that I haven't been able to achieve are kind of the ricochet, kind of the new ones, obviously, but also, the scatter shots, eagles, infernos, those big achievements. And then I just have to do one more base in the goblin map, and I've completed that as well. So done fairly well. Builder base has done fairly decent. There's some things that I haven't really even touched, but most of those are done. And then clan capital is pretty much perfect. So good stuff on that end. Moving on to builder base, and people could fight me about this. I'm just going to give this an A. I mean, the only reason why I don't give it an A plus because the base looks like an absolute war zone. But I've done everything I've needed to do in builder base. So why do I need to give it anything less than an A? I mean, I've gotten a 6 builder, and then there's no point to it going forward. Like trophy count, I've already hit the highest trophy count that I've needed to hit for achievements. Yeah, the base sucks, but there's no point to it. And until builder base has a point to it, I've already achieved what I needed to achieve, got my 6 builder, and we're good to go. So you can fight me on that. You can give me a C or a D, whatever, but I mean, it's gotten its worth. So, yeah. Moving on to general defenses. So, general defenses excludes traps. I'm going to give this a B plus. I have done a pretty good job, I've said, in my previous video on getting up, the geared towers. Those are all done. Air defense, infernos, most of my Tidden Teslas are done. Spell factory, spell towers are done. Fire spitters, scats, monolith, builder huts. So overall, wonderful. And the only things that I have left, and wizard towers are getting up there. These are Town Hall 13-ish equivalents. Town Hall 12. Mortars, some of them are like Town Hall 8, 9, 10, whatever, getting those up. And then finally the bomb towers, obviously need to get those up as well. So those are the core defenses that need to be finished. Moving on to traps, F minus. I could give it an F, I guess. It's not an F minus because technically there are a couple ones that have a couple levels, but an F. I have level 1 bombs, dude. They're terrible. So that's definitely something I need to work on in the future. But yeah, F. And then heroes. Let's do walls. Walls, people can fight me on this too. I think I get a B minus. People could be like, are you kidding me? Walls, I mean, they don't scale as much past the Town Hall 13 ones. And really, like I said, with the event troops, with root riders, with dragons, with the meta strategies, walls just don't really have a purpose. And they're still strong enough to have enough hit points. Like, it doesn't really scale that much after this. So honestly, like, I think that's fairly good. So, you can fight me, but whatever. Heroes, for the time and I've spent actually upgrading heroes, I'm going to give myself a C. You could give me a D because some of these are in like Town Hall 12 categories. Personally, sometimes I'd like to rank this higher, but I still think a C is fairly deserving. Royal Champion is my highest. Going to try to get her to 50 max as quickly as possible. I'm upgrading my King on the side because I have a 5th hero spot, and I've been kind of slacking on that, but trying to pick it up. And then everything else, obviously, got 50 extra levels for the minion prints, which is nice. But I've only upgraded them during the hero event, the unlimited hero event, and Hammer Jam. Those are the only two I've ever spent time. So maybe in the future I spend a little more time with that. But yeah, it's to be seen. Pet House. This is a D. I wouldn't give it an F because there are some ones that are decent, but I have a hero potion, so there's not really that big of a deal on it. And I know like Lassie, Electro Owl, Mighty Yak, never gonna upgrade those. These ones really I'm gonna focus on, but you know. I just really haven't had that much Dark Elixir with this base, so I haven't spent a lot of time with it. But I have everything upgraded. I'm able to use the pet potions if need be. I'm going to give it a D. Moving on to the laboratory and the offense. I'm going to give this an A minus. People could come after me on this because of what I've upgraded to this point. Like Archer, Barbarians, Giants, don't need. Sneaky Goblins, Balloons, Dragons, P.E.K.K.A.s, Healers, Wizards need. Could get these up a little bit more because Wall Breaker's nice, but I have Super Wall Breakers, so perfect. Don't use Electros. Don't really use Baby Dragons. Don't use Super Miner, or Miners or Super Miners. Don't use Throwers. Don't use Dragon Riders that much. Obviously, I need to get my Yetis up to level 7. Electro Titans are maxed. Root Riders are meta. Lightning Spell, Rage, Freeze, Clone, Invisible, Hero Revive, Poison, Earthquake, Skeleton, all max, all great spells. All the other ones, Heal, Jump, Recall. Recall I use for Hero, so who cares? Haste, Bat, never use them. Dark Elixir, perfect. Overgrowth spell is baller. Minions are almost maxed. This is probably why I give it an A minus, because I give it an A, to be honest, because everything else is I don't utilize at all, and I'm not going to utilize them in the future. Now, I'd also say I still need to upgrade my actual barracks. I don't have the furnaces. They're kind of niche, but they are usable. So A minus there. You can fight me on that. I don't care. Blacksmith, I would give a B, a solid B. I have done fairly well with this, considering I started after these were in place, so I didn't get the automatic upgrades. And so, yeah, overall, the king I don't really use. I'm trying to get him up, but I do have the Giant Gauntlet Max and the Rage Vial, because that was the old meta equipment. Queen, pretty much all I need right there. I do have the Frozen Arrow Max, because that used to be meta. I mean, obviously, I could get... This is already up. The action figure is up to already level 20, so working on that. And then the minion prints, I usually use the Metal Pants in this combination. He's doing fairly good. The Warden has all the equipment that I need. I don't use the Fireball. I don't use the Life Gem. I obviously don't use the Lava Balloon Puppet. And then the Royal Champs just need to work on the Rocket Spear, but the Electro Boots, perfect. Level 27, which is awesome. So give that a B. And last but certainly not least is the Helper Hut. This is an A solid A. I am one level away from upgrading my Alchemist to max, which will be fantastic to be able to get a absurd amount of loot going forward. 11.5 million. So doing really well on that. So yeah, overall, and then I give my base in general as far as defenses go. So last war I discussed how this base is no longer as rushed, and I'm sticking by that because this base did a fantastic job of defending. I had the most defense of the clan in this base, 7. So on the 8th, it unfortunately lost, but B plus on that. I can't really give it an A minus because it's certainly not. It's still base 27, but it's definitely doing a really good job. And this war base still is one of the best, I think, even with the event troops. So yeah, so let me know what you guys think. Please like, comment, subscribe. You can roast me if you don't disagree. You can agree with me. I don't care. Peace.